The best bite of barbecue right here. Come on, look at that, just smashing. So tender, so juicy. Well, today we have a 8-pound pork belly. This is prime grade, $4.99 a pound, making this total of $35. That makes it an affordable backyard treat for your next cookout, and I encourage you to check it out. I think it's worth cooking. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna slice this like this to make long pieces of pork belly, and then we will cube it up into 1 inches, just like that. And then we're gonna take these, put it in a bowl and season it. We're gonna be using my sweet red dirt because life's too short for bland barbecue and you wanna amplify that flavor. It's gonna be a combination of sweet and heat. We'll throw it in a bowl, and then once it gets all covered, then we're gonna put it on a grill grate grid just like this, and we're gonna put this on the grill on the second rack to make sure that smoke is just penetrating all aspects of this pork belly. And that's really all we have to do to prep. It's super easy. As far as a binder, I use duck fat spray again, and if you let this come out of the package, make sure it's cold because it'd be easier to slice, as one tip. And outside of that, once you have this thing seasoned, it's time to fire it up and we'll get going. All right, team, we've got the Z Grills grill going. We have set the temperature to 250 degrees. This is cherry flavored pellets, which I'm excited about because making pork belly burnt-ends is already a sweet treat, and they call this meat candy. I think that cherry flavor is just gonna enhance it. Towards the end of the cook, when we sauce it, I'm gonna use a cherry sauce, so I think this is gonna be a great combination. After slicing, I'm ending up getting 2 racks. I'm gonna use a middle and top rack just to kind of get that airflow going from the top, bottom. The heat's coming from the bottom from a pellet grill, and then it's gonna be circling around. So I'm doing the middle and top racks here. So we'll get this second rack on here. And then it comes with the meat probes here. And we're gonna just find one of these larger burnt ends to put this temperature in. So then we're able to monitor the temperatures without opening up and sacrificing that losing heat throughout the cook. So we're gonna let this smoke until we get to, my guesstimate is to that 180. When we start getting that mahogany and great bark on these burnt ends. From there, I'll show you the next step, so you wanna stick around, but we're gonna take a foil pan and begin to use some other fun ingredients to move to the last stage of caramelizing and getting these so tender and juicy they just smush in your hands. So stay tuned here in a few hours, but for me, it's gonna be just like that for you, and we'll show you the next steps. All right, now we have this in a pan. I put foil over it. I was able to get all of the pork belly in here. It's got a little hill on the top, but that's okay. Brown sugar, again, some honey, drizzle on there. This is where you can make it your own, get creative. Now it's time for a steam bath. This is gonna get that final caramelization. We're gonna get so smushy and so tender and juicy. Once I see that we're at that 190, 195, probing like butter, then I'm gonna tack on some cherry barbecue sauce. This is a homemade sauce I'm in the works on making. I'll drizzle that the last 10 minutes, and then we'll do that final taste test. All right, team, we have finished up this cook, a total of 4.5 hours. We have let it smoke directly on the Z Grills, untouched, till 180, and that was around 2.5 hours. And then we put it in a foil pan, and we put brown sugar. We put some honey on there, foiled it up, let it braise until we got to that 195. And that took about another 1.5 to 2 hours. In the last 30 to 45 minutes, we let it smoke with barbecue sauce on it. And then I always like to add a little bit more sauce when I put it on the cutting board. So that's really, in summary, the steps. 4.5 hours of cook time. This, if you wanted, you could continue to go longer if you do a lower temperature and continue to go for it. So it's time for that final taste test here. Come on. Squishiness of the fat. Yes. Well, there you have it. Can a pellet grill cook pork belly burnt ends and do an incredible job? 100%. I give this cook an A. It did a great job. And I'm telling you, it was tender, it was juicy. and that subtle cherry flavor, especially from the sauce and the rub coming together with sweet red dirt and my cherry barbecue sauce. I just love the flavors, and then braising it, it just did it for me. It was so good. I highly recommend this cook to you. And if you're wondering if a pellet grill can do it, it can. But leave in the comments, let me know what you thought of this cook. And if you have any other steps that you typically do when you cook pork belly burn-ins, or if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them in the comments. Now, if you're looking for other pellet videos, love for you to check out the unboxing of the Z-Grill Smoke Beast 1052B. I've got a video right here for you to check out. And again, from my backyard to yours, less hate, more love. Good barbecue.